Okay, well, first, going to talk about a couple things. First, Gary. I watched this Barclay video and was answering him even before I saw that Gary had gotten all pissy once again, blocked me. This is why I wasn't taking part in the debate, the live debate. I mean, I'm just not gonna. I don't. I've gotten over he blocks and whatever, but I can't rely on him to be the moderator of a debate. So okay. So, Gary, this is for you. You need to calm down, dude. It's just silly. I did not. You read a thread of comments that you think gets disrespectful, and I'm guilty by association. For comments, that happened after mine, that I didn't read, that I didn't reply to. What? Why don't you just base your opinion on what I actually say? I don't get along with Professor Anton. He's insulted me more than you. He won't even answer me. He says, there's nothing even to answer there. I mean, you're getting to him. As far as I can see and looking at the behavior of things, you're getting more of a compliment from him than I am, and I don't see me bitching at you. Why are you still talking to him? You won't talk to me. I mean, grow up. Come on, Gary, you're not this sensitive. Who are you trying to fool? You're not this sensitive. And I did not do anything at all. We have our differences. We have our agreements. They're the same as they've always been. Here's my response. Okay, to a video where I don't remember there being anything accusing you, Gary, of mental illness related issues to this. He's getting all frustrated. You're getting to him. But the thing he was trying to say is that, look, I've seen you enjoy your interactions on YouTube. That's not consumption and reproduction. So you have to account for this and this thing. Now, I didn't say in his video, because I have my own thing, my own relationship with Professor Anton, or lack of one, or whatever it is. I didn't say, like I said in the Barclay video, I said, hey, this answer's easy. And Mendham says that suffering, a mental construct, relates to an objective thing, damage to your body. That's a real thing. It's real. It relates to something real. Pleasure is more like, according to you, Gary, just made up by the brain, sort of to compensate. It's like, well, life sucks. What are we going to do? Well, let's just make something up that feels like it doesn't suck. And you say, but it really does suck. Okay, that's how we resolve that. But here's what I said to Professor Anton. Wise Monkey's response to you is nuts. Because I've been watching a couple Wise Monkey things. That's how I found this video. Because Mel had written about Wise Monkey, and frankly, also, I'm still curious a little bit what his things going on with him. What was the deal? I'm curious why he blocked me, since he doesn't want to say. And I was watching, he replied to this, and it was a nuts reply. I'm sorry, he is nuts. It doesn't fucking matter if he was on your side, he's nuts. But that's all I said about that. And then I said, I myself am very reductionist. Okay, Professor Anton was criticizing you for being so reductionist, and I'm saying I myself am very reductionist. So if you had to look at it with sides, you can see I'm on the reductionist side. Fine. Then I say, but I reduce to neutral material terms, which I think is a viable technique. In other words, when you reduce everything to suffering, that's not a neutral material term. That's a difference between you and me that we know. And claiming my technique is viable because it's neutral. It's very much different from reducing the world to emotional qualia like that implied by all predation being cannibalism. Okay. You know this. We have this disagreement. So I've not said anything here you didn't know. I didn't agree with Professor Anton. Of course, I have the right to. But I'm just saying, even if... how is this some sort of a... it's an emotional thing you're going through with this, right? Because... there's nothing wrong with this that attacks you or contradicts you anything. It's just because my comment was in a video of it. I got in the. I don't stay out. What are you talking about? You get in all those subjects. It's like the most hypocritical thing about you is this whole tendency of don't watch The Amazing Atheist because he's an asshole and I'll block you, and then you review everything he says in your own video that covers it. It's like, I'm never going to go for that. That's what you're doing. I did not join in any of the things that you said upset you about this video or the comments. So the last part of it is, There are grains of truth in the material reality behind those phenomena, life self-consumption. In other words, I say there are grains of truth in the idea that life is cannibalism. Supporting your stupid argument to the degree that I believe it deserves support. But the emotional value used is not part of the reduction, in my opinion. In other words, there's a grain of truth about the reduction of saying life is cannibalism because we're all related and eating each other. But putting it that way brings in an emotional value that to me is not really a part of a reduction. To me, I'm a material reductionist, and I believe in reducing things to neutral terms. You know, I reduce things otherwise in philosophy to non-neutral terms. When we're talking about what is all life and physics and the nature of being, I would like to reduce things to material terms. Then you can look at those material terms, which themselves are neutral, see the whole paragraph and sentence they appear in, and it regains its non-neutrality. But it doesn't do it with the kind of automatic bias where you don't know why you've reached a conclusion. You can figure it out. Finally, I said, but the emotional values is not part of the reduction, in my opinion, in a proper reduction. So just don't be so much of a baby. Now, I'm working tonight. I'm going to work for a few hours, and since I'm home, I probably will drop into your room, and we'll see if you're going to kick me. I mean, sometimes you had nothing against me. I wasn't blocked, and you kicked me within 5 minutes. So we'll see. And it's kind of fine, but it also sucks because sometimes it's like I have an option. You know, I do things. I had a party I had to come back and work for, a friend's graduation for his daughter. You know, things can happen. Sometimes I can rearrange them. Sometimes I can't. You know, I might make sure Saturday evening was free when I had the option. You know, like, oh, I could do this on Saturday or Friday. I'll do it on Friday. But, you know, I'm not going to do something like that and then it's not even happening. You're not reliable. I think you have a way of building that room, have a dedication. You always have a topic. Those are the crucial skills. You could be doing a service, right? That we could have this regular thing. You want to say that I'm such an asshole that I would be excluded from, well, good luck. You know, good luck excluding people like me. So it's just you, the one loudmouth. You know, you're going to have some other loudmouths. Okay, not that there aren't other loudmouths there. You know, but if it's one, then it's one at a time. You know, for a comment like this. You know, what you said to me, I would understand. I'm not much into the affiliation logic online or in general or when I was in high school or any of that. I'm like, fuck that bullshit. On the other hand, there is grains of truth. Now, if I had gone into Professor Anton's video and said, yeah, you're totally right and blah, 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 you know, I could understand why you'd be mad. I still don't think it would make sense to block someone for that. In this situation, I'm not a troll. I'm not a danger. I'm not malevolent in any way. I just piss you off with my ideas, which is the, you know, like you said, the fair game. We're just here to argue. Okay, I give honest argument. You know, and if I was to tell you one thing and tell him another, that would explain the kind of reaction you had. Since that's not the case, we have to just explain it in your own sensitivities. And I just don't believe you're really that sensitive. See, part of my giving you the benefit of the doubt or granting an openness to you is that, okay, you talk crazy sometimes, rude-wise. Very rude to me, to people I respect, I didn't think deserve it, or maybe nobody deserves it, whatever. I'm struck with that. But to me, I see that's just superficial. You have some other ideas. This is how you put it out. Fine, but you got to give and take. You can't be that way and then telling other people, oh, but you have to be, and you should be the loyal kind of person from Peyton Place, and you do not sign their guest book if they don't like and this and me, and then on Tuesday he did this, and could you believe Sally said this about him? I mean, come on. That's fucking you? I don't think so, Gary. You just get overly emotional and you react to it. I mean, maybe you don't need to make a video about it, or don't block, or make a little web app where you could say, you know, like I was at a job when it started to go downhill, everybody's like, this office sucks. So we had a Dilbert level, you know, how much the office was like Dilbert at that point, and how much our boss was like the Dilbert boss. And you have these ratios, and let's focus that. Have a little thing. How much of an asshole is Piero? He's at 99%. Just express yourself, fine. I don't mind it. But this whole block me now, you can. You're not welcome. You're welcome. I mean, just it's a waste of time. You're not really that sensitive. My comment didn't really insult you at all or give any aided comfort to Professor Anton. And besides which, he has insulted me way more, as far as I'm concerned, than you've gotten insulted. Okay? He's giving your arguments the time of day like they're at least worth that. Mine is like, yeah, they're not even worth contribute. You know, if I was the kind of person that took insult, then okay, there's a big insult. But I'm egotistical or just natured such that I just think you can't handle it. But, you know, that's my egotism. So, but still, if you look at it objectively, I mean, that's a fucking insult. You know, talking to you and saying something rude is less of an insult than talking to you and going, I'm not even going to answer or say anything about you because you don't even really exist. It's so what you're saying. All right? So, and you want some special consideration, like we're going to go around spending our time protecting Gary? I'm sorry, maybe you have a little sensitive, innocent core and that needs someone to protect. It's not going to be me, of course. You don't really want me to do that. The other thing is some guy, I misspelled vegetarianism, so, you know, he makes a comments like, I'm going to go read it. It's so fun. Spelling comments. Oh, like it's 1990 or something. Okay. He said...
This is the voice.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Who knows what this guy is. Okay, I went the wrong way. Just hold on. Hold your horses. It is wetlands remediation. He said to me... he misspelled each term. Very funny. So funny. This is such a new joke. Please learn to spell. So I said, fuck you, spelled F-U-K-U. And then I said, you could say you misspelled vegetarian in your title, and then you would have gotten the tiny bit of glory spotting me being sloppy and not look like an ass. As it is, you kept your proofreading to yourself. Oh, save it up. That's pathetic. And then he said, for foulness of language, write the word vegetarian 500 times. Then go eat your dead. Okay, go eat your dead. He's almost, you see how I've drug him almost into the subject matter. See, this is what I've told you guys about. Oh, wait, it's over there. Trolls. Troll workings before. Boom, pulling him into the subject matter. This guy probably is a real person. He could be pulled into the subject matter. So I told him, lol, welcome to the internet. So in your mind, oh wait, no, he said, I said, for thinking you're the boss of me, good luck with that. He said, it isn't sloppiness, it's slothful illiteracy. By the way, it's spelled your. And I said, lol, welcome to the internet. So in your mind, you win all disputes and arguments with me. Good for you. It's funny to me that in your smug superiority, you don't realize you have yet to make an actual point on the actual topic and choose this instead as evidence that you have no actual point on the actual topic. Your mother may have taught you not to use foul language, but she did not teach you good manners, but me neither. And yet I'm on point. Good luck. Okay, because this thing, it bears repeating again and again and again and again. Here's the thing. I don't really care if you guys all think I'm a good speller. I don't care at all. And I've been through this on the line for years and years when it was all textually written and people would try to pull this on you like, well, your spelling's wrong. It's a well-known thing. Anybody that is versed in internet communication knows that that's not a sound argument. And also that that's not illiteracy. But moreover, it doesn't really matter what people know online. I know. I have to get jobs and work and communicate with people. I write documents. I can spell when I need to, and I'm a programmer. When you write programs, it's not even spelling. It has to literally be exactly right to the character, every fucking character. See, so I know that I can do that sort of thing. And so I don't really care if someone else thinks I can. It's good enough for me. You know, amazing how it is just to use it when I think I need it. And I don't think YouTube comments or even titles or a place that I need it. On the other hand, if somebody corrects misspelling in a title or a description, I'll probably fix it because, thanks for helping me edit. I think that's awesome.